my name is Victoria and welcome back to my channel. So if you're wondering about the quality, I recently saw this video and I honestly don't remember the name of the creator, but she did like a whole chit chat sit down video and it was filmed on her computer camera, and I don't know why, it was so cozy to watch, so I thought I would make one as well, but I would do a little bookish spin and do a book haul because I got books. I'm on a book buying ban right now, so I'm not really allowed to buy books. So half of these books I got sent in ARCs, and because I'm a part of a like content creator program, and the other ones I bought because I quit my job at the bookstore. Unless you follow me on TikTok and you've been following me for a while on TikTok, you probably didn't know that I used to work in a bookstore. But back in October I moved, and I moved almost an hour away from the bookstore I worked at, so it just didn't really make sense for me to keep working there. And because I quit, I was like, I need to buy some books. I want to save the ARCs for last because I feel like those are the most exciting books, so I want to, you know, save the best for last. I hope you enjoy the video and let me know if you think like this FaceTime kind of style is completely ridiculous and I should never do it again, or if you like it, because I feel like it's kind of fun and it doesn't feel as serious and it feels like more of a cozy thing. I don't know. So the first book, I actually bought it before I quit, but I got Watch Me, the, what's it called, like the special first edition something, and I haven't read it yet. Do you know, like when you're just waiting for a book and you get really excited, but then you get your hands on it and you're like, no, I don't want to read it because I'm scared it'll disappoint me. I also kind of want to reread the Shadow Me series before I read this one, but it is so pretty. I tied a little ribbon to kind of protect it because it's standing on my shelves so it doesn't, you know, what's it called, slouch? I don't know. The inside of this book is so freaking pretty. It's like, I have a TikTok video where I show like my first reaction to this book. She's stunning. The next book I got is actually because it was damaged at the bookstore, so we needed to just like throw it out, and I was like, I would like it. So it has like, I don't know if you can tell, I don't know if this is water or glue damage, but it's not something we can sell at the bookstore. But I got Wild Eyes, which is the second book in the Rose Hill series, and I have read the first book, and even though I absolutely hate the single dad trope, I really enjoyed it. I love everything Elsie Silver writes, even though she has a lot of tropes that I usually despise, but somehow she makes it work. Yeah, I do have the third book, so I was just waiting for the second one, and I feel like this will be perfect for summer, and apparently it's getting adapted into a TV series. I'm excited. And then I got Problematic Summer Romance by Ellie Hazelwood, and this is a spin-off, like the second book in the series, Not in Love. I didn't really like the first book, so I'm kind of curious to see if this will be better, if it'll be kind of like Not in Love, because it was just, I didn't feel the love. I didn't feel any romance or the connection or anything. They weren't like, I don't think they were supposed to end up together. I think this is age gap. Honestly, I haven't even read the blurb on the back. I like going into my books blind, and I was like, it's Ellie Hazelwood. Usually I really enjoy her books. And then I got Servant on Earth, and oh, look at this foiling, and this is so pretty. Like, look at this. I don't remember what this book is about. I just know that I am like a part of the, I always mess up the name, Random Penguin House influencer kind of program newsletter, and I've been requesting this book for forever and I didn't get it, so now it's out and I just bought it myself. Only the strong and ruthless rule in the Fae realm, but a young human woman is destined to change it all. And I know it says something that she is supposed to help her mistress undertake 6 deadly trials, and I think there is a Fairy King. And then I got Play Along and The Right Move. I already have Mile High and Caught Up, and I think these are like book 2 and 4, and I haven't read any of the books. I made a deal with myself this year that I wasn't going to buy any books in series I haven't started yet. But then I saw someone on TikTok say that these like editions are going out of print, and I was like, but if I end up loving the books, I don't want to have mismatch. I don't want to have any covers that don't match, and hopefully I love them. I feel like everyone raves about these books and everyone loves them, and I know they are sports romance books. I don't even know what type of sport. I don't even know if it's like different types of sport. Maybe I should figure out. Baseball, NBA, is that basketball? Hopefully these will be great. The last book before we go into the arcs I got actually yesterday, and it is House of Flame and Shadow. I haven't read the series yet. I still need to finish Kingdom of Ash, which I have been putting off for I think maybe 2.5 years. Because honestly, and this might be a hot take, and please don't hate me, but I'm not enjoying Kingdom of Ash. I don't know, there's so many POVs I don't really care about. Don't burn me on a stake. And I am mad at a lot of the characters, and I don't want to say anything if you haven't read Throne of Glass, but there are like quite a few characters that I don't care about them. So it's just going very slow, so I haven't really picked it up in I think almost 2 years. And I feel like I need to finish Kingdom of Ash before I start the Crescent City series. These books are freaking hard to get where all the covers match. So I have just started collecting, and now I think I have 7 books. In this set I have all the matching paperbacks, and then I have the third one in the big paperback, second one up here in the big paperback, and then I have the first and second one in the Danish editions because they have the most beautiful spray. I'll show you. I usually don't collect books just because they're pretty, but look at them. These are the Danish editions, and People's Forlag, if you want to send me the third one, I would be very grateful. In Denmark, it is so freaking difficult to get pretty special editions. And then on to the most exciting part of this video, the arcs. I'm so excited. I got Echo Ford, and if you don't know this series, this is the Sins of the Zodiac series, and this is the second book. It even says arc copy, and I think I was supposed to get the first one back when it like got published, but the book disappeared in the mail and I never got it, so I don't have the matching first book, which sucks. But I have this one, and she is stunning. She is a mammoth, but I'm so excited. I don't know where my Kindle went, but I'm currently reading the first book, Neverkeep, on my Kindle, and I am really enjoying it. These are the authors who wrote Zodiac Academy, and I'm not done with the Zodiac Academy series yet. I think I have 2 books left, but that series is just like pure, can I say that word? It's so addictive. And then I got Heir of Broken Souls by Mads Rafferty, and this is the third book in her series, and she has sent me copies of all of her other books in the series, and this is such an underrated series. The second book, the ending, broke my jaw. I was so shook. I was like, what? Crazy. So this is the third book. I am so excited to start it. I need to finish a few of the books I'm reading first, but I know this is gonna be amazing. And look, the art is stunning. Yeah, and then we're down to the last 3 books. So I am a Pan Macmillan ambassador, I guess it's called. So I got a few books from them. But the first one I got is No Friend to This House by Natalie Haynes, and I haven't read any of her books before. I know this is a feminist Greek mythology retelling of the myth of Medea. I don't really know the myth of Medea, and I don't want to Google it because I don't want to spoil myself. But I read the blurb and it sounded like really interesting. A love story steeped in vengeance, and on the front it literally says, all love is war if you're one of the weapons. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be honest, after I read Cersei, actually I ended up DNFing it. Again, unpopular opinion, I really hated Cersei, which is not by the same author, and since then I've been kind of scared to read Greek mythology retellings, but I have a really good feeling about this one, so hopefully this will be everything I want, and I will get back in the groove of reading Greek mythology inspired books. This book is stunning. I got a proof of The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk. Like, look at her, she's so pretty. I'm kind of sad I don't have a matching proof of the third book. And then the last book I got is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I don't know a lot about this book, I'm gonna be completely honest. I've only read one V.E. Schwab book before, and it was called Gallant, maybe? I can't really find it on my bookshelf. And that was pretty cool, but I haven't read any of the other books, but people are freaking loving this book. And I know it's about toxic lesbian vampires, and I don't think I've ever read a sapphic book before, so this is gonna be a first. I'm a little bit scared to read this one. I think it because it reminds me of some of the books I would sell to like older women. Only based on the front cover, not on the blurb, because I don't think I would sell a toxic lesbian vampire book to elderly women. But Like, the title reminds me of that, and that honestly scares me a little bit. I'm gonna read it at some point, but it's not my top priority right now. But if you have read it and you love it, please convince me to like move it up on my TBR. I think those are all of the books. I am so grateful for all of my ARCs. I know from experience how difficult it is to get books sent and ARCs if you're not from the US or the UK. So I am super grateful for the ones I do receive. But yeah, so I am just really happy and I'm really looking forward to reading all of these books. But now I'm back on my bookbank ban until August, I think. I probably will end up buying some just because I am who I am. You know, the put your away. No. Cal, put it away. I am who I am. Sorry. See, these are the parts I would usually cut if I was like filming on my camera. But now because it's kind of like FaceTime style, it's fine. I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you think this type of FaceTime style is horrible, let me know and I will never do it again. But if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you want to. But I am more active on TikTok if you're not already following me there, and on my Instagram. But I'm trying my best to like get back in a group of posting YouTube videos, but it is kind of difficult since I am a full-time student and I work and I do TikTok and I also try to read books, so I have something to talk about. Okay, this was a long video, sorry. Okay, bye!